Hello, my name is Gabi Stein, and I'm a senior studying computer science from Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome to the University of North Carolina. We're so excited that you are here. At a basic definition, the Discovery Fund is an $8,000 fund for you to use over your 4 years at Carolina. When I was in your seats 4 years ago, I was told practically no one uses all of the money. And that was when my quest with the Discovery Fund began. My mind is constantly racing. When I experience a course, have a conversation, or attend a lecture, I try to think how I can further a newly formed interest or nurture a passion that already exists. So when I have this idea to submit for a Discovery Fund, I write a grant detailing the rationale, purpose, and budget to the foundation, and then it's either rejected with comments and feedback or accepted. My first Discovery Fund was a 2-day workshop about programming for non-programmers. And while my Discovery Funds continued to focus on computer science as my interest in the subject grew, I was also able to apply for Discovery Funds in many different areas. For example, after spending half of my semester abroad in Beijing, I had come to really understand the difference between colloquial and formal Mandarin and wanted to return to where I did my public service summer and give a formal Mandarin presentation. The Discovery Fund was there. This is a picture of me and alumni Larry Han in Guangzhou, where I gave the presentation and spent my public service summer. While planning a trip to Israel, I realized I wanted to learn more about permaculture farming and herbal medicines. So connected with a local farm in Modin, a city outside of Jerusalem. And the Discovery Fund provided me the opportunity to live on the farm in a yurt for a month to learn from the staff and volunteers. These experiences came from new interests that I had, but one of my most college-defining Discovery Funds was more geared towards bettering the university, and it started during my freshman year, spring semester. I was enrolled in Comp 110, Introduction to Computer Science, and was having my first experience coding. Fast forward to sophomore fall, and I'm now in my second computer programming class, and I became a teaching assistant for Comp 110, or TA for short. The professor for Comp 110 has become a mentor and has discussed with me and the other 50 TAs at the time what he had experienced as a TA at Brown during his graduate school, and had shared papers from Harvard's famous introductory computer science classes. It was then that my antenna sparked, and I realized that there was an opportunity to explore both of these introductory computer science programs with the Discovery Fund. With Chris, my professor, as a key mentor through this project, I connected with faculty and students at both schools, found a relative who lived in a town between Providence and Brown, and set up research questions that would benefit the future students and TAs of Comp 110. Through this trip, I saw that introductory hackathons can make beginner coders feel more included. Hackathons in computer science are sprint-like events where you build a proof of concept product in 24 hours or less. Many hackathons bring in speakers and different technologies that you can use, but they're geared towards more experienced programmers, and often leave students with less than a year of experience behind. Back at UNC, this experience turned into Comp 110's semesterly hackathon, where students can build games or web-based projects with lectures and programming material designed to their level. This semester, we will be having Comp 110's 5th hackathon. This research project started as a way that I could improve a very important piece of UNC to me. But making computer science accessible has turned into a personal goal and passion of mine that I hope to continue advocating for in my career. The Discovery Fund helped me gain an initial understanding of programming through the workshop my freshman year, explore my passion for introductory computer science my sophomore year, and will help me pilot a talk about encouraging young women to enter computer science next month. What began with me wanting to learn about programming is ending with me starting a job at Microsoft in the fall. A passion that I have had for years before UNC that has continued is storytelling. The Discovery Fund has allowed me to continue and grow my appreciation of my storytelling voice. This past summer, while interning in San Francisco, I completed 2 improv courses and 1 comedy writing course. The original goal was to convey my storytelling through comedy and improve my confidence and ability to think on my feet. However, I gained much more. Improv was an experience where I was able to get outside of my head and really focus in the moment on what the people around me were saying. As someone who struggles to pay attention, working on this focus and care helped me engage more in conversations on the stage and with my coworkers and friends. Sketch writing was an experience where I could take all of my frustrations with the world and personal voice and share those in a comedic way. I was able to write sketches about the crazy things I saw in Silicon Valley, increase queer representation in comedy, and discuss the lack of women in technology in a way that makes people listen. The Discovery Fund has allowed me to delve deeper than I ever thought I could on new interests, old interests, and areas around campus. In addition to nurturing these interests, the Discovery Fund has forced me to develop my grant writing skills as well as deal with rejection. I've gotten my fair share of no's from the foundation, and it has challenged me to realize a no just lets you take feedback and try again. To end, my challenge to all of you is to apply for all of the Discovery Fund, because when is there going to be another time where someone is offering you $8,000 to enrich yourself? Thank you.